It's a heavyweight title fight on ESPN. We're making the rounds. Jim Basquil alongside Brian Campbell. A rematch for Chris Arreola and Bermane Stiverne for the title vacated by Vitaly Klitschko on Saturday in prime time on ESPN. It's on the venue of the campus of USC. Brian, Stiverne won a unanimous decision the first time they met last April. What can we expect on Saturday?
Look, I'm expecting action. I'm expecting a good fight, but most importantly, I'm expecting a different Chris Arreola. There's no secret in that first fight with Arreola going down after a big right hand from Stiverne. Arreola broke his nose. That, in a lot of ways, changed the way that fight played out. You can point to Arreola's toughness to stay in the fight despite losing on a wide margin. I think we're going to see a focused guy who's coming in shape for the first time in a long time. He's going to give his best effort, and we're going to see a very exciting and very close fight. And in a lot of ways, this is a pick-em, Jim.
What's at stake for the winner?
Look, not only is there a legit heavyweight title at stake, and let's talk about this era right now. Since the Klitschkos have really established their dominance, it's very rare that a heavyweight belt is available, and this one is with Vitaly Klitschko stepping away, of course, to enter the political field. But, you know, even more than that, for the winner, they will be a champion. They will have the potential opportunity to match themselves with the real champion in the division, Vladimir Klitschko, who holds the other belts. And, you know, we haven't had a big heavyweight fight that has meant something and delivered. We've had a couple that came close. The winner of this match versus Vladimir Klitschko, that could really make a lot of sense and could be a lot of fun.
ESPN boxing insider Dan Rafael, you'll be in Los Angeles this weekend. Arreola suffered a 10th round knockout to Klitschko in his first shot at the title in 2009. How does he claim the belt this Saturday?
Well, like Brian mentioned, he needs to be in top shape. That's been his bugaboo, so to speak, over some of the fights where he has not looked good. Thomas Adamek, for example. Even the Vitaly Klitschko title opportunity, not in the best condition. When he fought Seth Mitchell in his most recent fight, he was in tremendous shape. And when he fought Stiverne the first time around, he was not in the best of shape. I have talked to Chris a couple of times in the lead up to this fight. I have seen Chris in the lead up to this fight. The man is in much better condition than he has been. He went away to training camp like they did for the Seth Mitchell fight. They didn't train at home near LA. They went down to San Diego, and as though he and his trainer, Henry Ramirez, say, one car, one key. The point being that Chris Arreola cannot get away without Henry taking him to go wherever they have to go. He's been focused. I think if he's in shape, and Bermane Stiverne is also in shape, we're going to see a very good fight, but a fight that Chris Arreola is 100% capable of winning. And I don't expect him to have his nose broken in round 3 like he did the last time around, which totally changed the way that fight went. This is a good, solid fight.
Dan, as Brian touched on, with an expected unification down the road, can either fighter beat Vladimir Klitschko?
Well, either fighter can beat each other. Beating Vladimir Klitschko, different story. Honestly, I don't see the winner of this fight, whoever the man is that takes the belt in this one, being a significant guy to beat Vladimir Klitschko, but the person will emerge as the most obvious candidate to face him. Vladimir would love an opportunity to win the only belt in the weight class that he's not won, that used to belong to his brother. It is going to make him against the next best guy in the weight class. It's going to be a reason, if they can make the match, for, and I talked to Vladimir's people about this, this would be an opportunity for Vladimir to come back and fight in the United States for the first time in many years, something that Vladimir would like to do. So if they can make the fight, and there's no guarantee they can, because the WBC, which sanctions this belt, they've already ordered the winner to fight Deontay Wilder. Now, they might be able to make a deal or get him to step aside or what have you, so there's no guarantee. But if they can, boy, that's a big fight. The winner of this fight against Vladimir Klitschko for all the marbles in the weight class.
Heavyweight title fight on ESPN, Brian. Looking forward to it?
It doesn't get much better than this, Jim. I mean, this is like old-time days, back in your era.
Off the campus of USC, 8 Eastern on Saturday. It's right here on ESPN. We are making the rounds right here on the boxing page of ESPN.com. For Brian Campbell and Dan Rafael, I'm Jim Basquil.